Logan stepped in and he held his own. I couldn't even tell that we were down a lineman. So I mean, credit to Logan and Coach Grubby getting those guys prepared for this week, especially this week out of all the weeks was probably the most difficult for those guys up front. Just all the different twists and stunts and pressures that they were handling. They really, I mean, our offense executed because of the guys up front today.
A big contingent from Dinuba came for this one. Your successor, Isaac Lepke, being on Wyoming's team. Any extra juice for you, knowing all of them were in the crowd?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every day or every night I come out and play, definitely you get a little extra motivation knowing that so many people from your hotel and are 30, 40 minutes away and able to come up and support. So it's definitely a little bit more motivation, I guess you could say, knowing that Isaac was across the sideline tonight.
And another game where the defense took care of business and you guys started to click more so at the end of the second, into the third quarter. Any adjustments or what started working most for you guys?
I think we just started executing. I mean, you kind of get the feel of the game as the game goes on. Second half, you could kind of come on and be a little better. But, yeah, I mean, when defense is holding them to 3 points a game, I mean, it's kind of hard not to get energetic and feed off their energy and just wanting to put points on the board for them.
Marcus, how much do you get to watch your defense when you're on the sideline? Are you watching, or are you going over plays and things with your coaches?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of depends on how the drive went before. I mean, at least the first couple plays of the drive, I'm usually on the phone with DeBoer or Tedford, whoever I'm talking to, and we're kind of going through how the last drive went. And if I have to go talk to any of the receivers or the O-linemen, kind of get them going or talk about what went wrong or what went right. And then, I mean, I'm standing up, cheering those guys on and kind of yelling pass, run. I mean, trying to get those guys going for sure.
And what impresses you about your defense?
I mean, I don't know where to start. I mean, really from the top down. I mean, the secondary, the linebacking core is amazing. I mean, the secondary is getting picks almost every game. It feels like the D line's pressuring the quarterback. So I mean, just really credit to the whole defense. I mean, they're just playing well all around. Just great football. I know I'm not sure the stats and everything, but I'm sure they're top 5 and top in lots of categories.
And then your tight end, number 16, has emerged into a pretty good playmaker, pretty good weapon for you. What's been the reason, do you think, for that? Is it a better rapport you guys are developing? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just kind of the rapport we're developing just as being the second year in the offense. I think we're just being able to utilize our guys a lot more, and everyone's comfortable in the offense as far as understanding their role and when they should get the ball and not just running to get the ball every time, but knowing sometimes they might open up another guy. So I think it's just second year in the offense, everyone's a little bit more comfortable.
And then what about him, just being a really big target with good hands?
Yeah, I mean, he's just an athletic guy. I mean, Jared, I mean, he could do it all. I mean, he get in there and block for us. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to just key in on Jared, because then you get a guy like Cam Sutton coming in who's explosive as well, and then Kyle, and then you get David Tangpaul, just all those guys. I mean, they all play a role, and they all know no one's complaining about reps or anything. So, I mean, I think that's the best thing about that tight end group.
Then when you look at the offensive stats, I guess one thing that isn't going to look so great is the rushing numbers. Wyoming's run defense is pretty strong, give them credit. But what do you think needs to happen for this running game to be a little more, efficient and explosive?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to do anything special. I'll leave that up to the coaches. I'm sure Tedford and them have something in mind to kind of get the run game sparked a little bit. But as far as for me and the offense, I mean, we just got to keep on running the play calls that are coming in and trying to execute to the best of our ability.